So some people argue that a one bill is better. You can get everything in right away. You can push it through. Others have said that a two bill is better because you can get immediate wins and then you can work on some of the other things that aren't as impactful right now that can be worked through.
Welcome to Reporter's Notebook, where we talk to the Washington Examiner's top journalists about the stories breaking on their beats. I'm Jim Antle, and I'm joined today by congressional reporter Rachel Schilke. Rachel, you just flew in from the Republican retreat. Boy, are your arms tired.
Yes.
What are some of the things that you saw and learned down there?
Well, a lot of what we learned is that there's not much new to learn. We went into the weekend and to the week with House Republican leadership saying that they were hoping for a blueprint for a budget resolution, and that budget resolution would eventually unlock reconciliation, which is, for people who don't know, is the process that allows them to bypass the filibuster and get a lot of President Trump's agenda into law. And lawmakers met, they had breakout sessions with different committee chairs, they were together with leadership, they were together in small groups, and then by the end of it there was still no physical resolution to be had. There's still a lot more that needs to be done, but House leadership does say that they are right on schedule, but not a lot of Republicans are agreeing with that.
So what are some of the hang-ups? I keep hearing all this talk about the one bill, the two bill.
Yes, so that is one of the hang-ups. People are divided over a one bill or a two bill. So some people argue that a one bill is better. You can get everything in right away. You can push it through. Others have said that a two bill is better because you can get immediate wins and then you can work on some of the other things that aren't as impactful right now that can be worked through. And so House Republicans and at one point President Trump were very in favor of the one bill, and Senate Republicans have been more in favor of the two, but during the retreat, President Trump and Vice President Vance said that they weren't really caring how it happens, they just want it done as soon as possible.
So the Republicans control the Senate by a somewhat larger majority than they control the House, and you know that has some effects on things, but next year we're going to be the midterm elections again. And there's a Senate seat that might be in play because it's coming open.
Yes, so Gary Peters of Michigan, he's a senior senator from Michigan. He has decided not to run for re-election, and so that's opening up yet another battleground Senate seat. We saw
and he's a Democrat.
And he is a Democrat, so we saw that in 2024 with Debbie Stabenow stepping down, and now Elisa Slotkin has taken her place. And so we are seeing now kind of this power vacuum to see who's going to come from both sides, Democratic and Republican, to replace Gary Peters. And there's been some people that have not officially launched bids, but people who have noticed that they are eyeing a bid, whether that's Pete Buttigieg or some House Democrats. And then on the Republican side, Mike Rogers put out today that he is teasing a bid. He hasn't 100% launched it, but he's definitely looking at it, and he is the one who lost to Slotkin in 2024.
Right, but that was a close race, but on the other hand, Trump was on the ballot winning the state of Michigan.
Yes, Republicans historically do not turn out in full droves as they do in presidential elections, and especially with President Trump's name being on the ballot this year. I think that really drove the GOP base, and so that's going to be something that House and Senate Republicans both have to contend with in the midterms, because also the House historically flips to the opposing party after 2 years from the presidential election. So Republicans are definitely going to have their handful, not just with the Michigan seat, but other ones as well.
Talking about elections already again.
Which I feel like it's only been 2 months, and we're going right back into it.
Right back at it. Thank you, Rachel. You can read Rachel and the rest of our political team's coverage at washingtonexaminer.com.